Hey Virgos, I'm Roden. Welcome to WaterBaby Tarot presented by Bomispirit. I'm doing the energy shift read, almost said energy check-in, energy shift reading today for Mercury into Virgo. My throat is doing a lot better. It's still not 100%, like it's still a little funky, so I got my tea with me. But let's go ahead and get into this. These energy shift readings are very general. It's a collective energy reading, okay? So I'm basically just picking up on what this energy is bringing in for all of us, and then you can better decide how to harness it for yourself. I've already kind of gone over some of this energy in the new moon Leo video. But with Mercury going into Virgo, this is a really awesome energy to come in for us at this time specifically. With the new moon in Leo energy, new moon in Leo is bringing in a lot of inspiration, urges to create, desire to create, a desire to step up. There's also a great manifestation energy with the new moon in Leo because we have a grand fire trine. It's hard for me to say. Now, with Mercury going into Virgo, Virgo is magician-like energy. It is also great for manifestation, so don't stop manifesting. This is definitely the time to manifest. Now, with all this inspiration and creative energy, unfortunately, this new moon in Leo also has Saturn creating a lot of aspects with other planets, okay? Now, even though some of these aspects are minor, we do have a major square with Mars, with Saturn square Mars, and Saturn is creating a lot of restriction. So even though we want to create and go do shit and just go have fun, be in the sun, we have restriction with that. We have this like almost pushback of we can't really go and do it like balls to the wall in the way we want to. So there's this like, all right, let me just sit down and be inspired. Let me just sit down and create. Let me sit down and think of all the things I really want to do. It's like, it's almost that time to let your creative juices flow to get a plan started, which is why Mercury into Virgo is perfect right now. That Mercurial Virgo energy is going to help us really be realistic about what we're inspired to do, what we're inspired to create, because inspiration and all that fire is really awesome and it feels good, but it's not always very feasible, right? It's not always realistic. Mercury and Virgo will make these desires more realistic, and it's like a long game kind of planning situation, okay? The other reason I say that, sorry, now my throat's already tight. The other reason I say that is because in September 9th, we have Mars retrograding in Aries. Mars retrograding in Aries is gonna really slow down the aspects of ourselves that we use for masculine energy. Masculine is just a label for proactive, action-oriented, getting things done, being a little confrontational, right? Action, 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 external, external, external. That's the energy we use to get things going. But as Mars retrogrades in Aries, that parts of ourselves are gonna be really slowed down or feel restricted, or we're gonna have to review on how we do things anyway. So yeah, this new moon in Leo, even though it's making us want to do things, Saturn's also making us sit down. Now we have Mercury in Virgo also making us sit down, but for planning purposes. And then not too long after that, we have Mars retrograding in Aries, which is already, we're in the pre-shadow energy for Mars retrograding in Aries, which is a lot of sit down energy. I'll do a huge video on Mars retrograde Aries because it's kind of a big one. It's a big aspect that's going to be affecting us. But we really need to be in flow. We really need to like learn how to sit in our feminine energy during Mars retrograde, because it's almost like masculine aspects of ourselves need to kind of get an upgrade, all right? Need to kind of get a little review and improvement sort of period. So there's gonna be a lot of frustration for anybody who really functions out of a lot of masculine energy, more so than feminine energy, okay? And of course, you'll see this manifest in the collective. Point being, from now until November, it's sit down, be inspired, make a plan. Is essentially what that is. And right now it's the really nice part of that energy where it still feels good and we don't have a lot of frustration. When Mars retrogrades in Aries, we're gonna get a lot of frustration when it comes to these, and against long game plans, like long-term plans. When I say long game, it's like you're not just gonna, this isn't stuff that you're trying to do in a matter of a month. It's stuff that you're trying to plan that'll be around for years, okay? That could even be a goal. It doesn't have to be like a thing specifically, but that's just the energy that's at play. I also heard self-made when I was starting to open myself up to receive messages for this energy shift reading. I heard self-made. So a lot of you might be in the mood to do DIY stuff, which makes sense with all this Leo energy. So do your DIY, do your home renovations, do all that stuff. Some of you, this is also definitely regarding like workout routines. I was getting a lot of that. Makes a lot of sense with Leo energy too, because there's a little bit of like image and aesthetics at play, excuse me, with Leo. Now again, also relating back to this like sit down energy, if you want to make a workout regimen and you want to stick to it, get it really embedded in your routine now before September comes. Like, again, we're already in the pre-shadow retrograde period for Mars retrograde, but we're not there yet in the climax of this energy. So do it now, get it cemented in your routine now before it's really frustrating to do later, okay? September to November, we're gonna have this theme of frustration, of getting things in place and getting things set up in the physical. Just sit back, receive information, receive your ideas, and use Mercury and Virgo to make them very tangible, very logical, very grounded, very practical. And then when the time comes, you can get up and go do it. But from now until November, it's sit back and just get shit ready time, okay? All right, so let's go ahead and get into this reading. I'm using Rider-Waite as the primary first. Any messages for the collective regarding this energy shift? I heard suspect. Okay, all right guys, suspect. You're suspect of others. All right, I'm not surprised. Not surprised by that. I mean, Mercury in Virgo, it's home in Virgo, right? But that is literally mercurial of the mind. It's like, it's that mental energy, but Virgo is also that earthy element. So I feel this energy of like, you're looking people up and down, but you're not letting people know you're doing that. Like, you're suspect of others right now is what I'm doing, guys. Suspect of the external, which is fine, which is totally fine. You should be focused on you anyway right now. This is the time to focus on you and your planning anyway. I heard deals. Really suspect of deals. Again, not a bad thing. Feels very Page of Swords to me. Any messages for the collective regarding this energy shift of Mercury into Virgo? Oh, I didn't even say this. Mercury moves into Virgo today on the 20th of August. Hold on, I already need some tea. Okay. Any messages for the collective regarding this energy shift reading? Let's see. Ooh, whoa. Okay, I heard reevaluate. We have Nine of Cups in reverse, Pisces with the Ace of Wands, and Justice, Libra energy. Evaluating what's disappointing you right now. Again, it's kind of the same energy that we've already been getting here. But, you know, with the Nine of Cups in reverse, it's like your desires aren't fulfilled. You're not really emotionally satisfied. You want more. So again, this Leo energy is bringing out the like inspired, creative heart energy, right? And with Justice, it's about what you deserve. It's about what you deserve. So whatever's like whatever in your reality is not to your liking with the Nine of Cups, or you feel like you're yearning for, I'm starting to get a little bit of a yearning with this, or it's just not there, it's just not existent, let your inspiration flow, let your creativity flow, because it's actually going to be in the realm of like what's going to bring you balance in your life and what it is that you really feel you deserve. So that feels really good, actually. I like that. Be realistic about it though. Have fun with the creative flow. I'm getting a lot of imagination with that too, actually. A lot of daydreaming. Let that flow. Let it be fun. Let it be fun, and then let the Virgo energy come in and help make things realistic for you guys. World in reverse. Okay. Fixed energy, Aquarius, Leo, Taurus, Scorpio, also Saturn. I'm getting frustration now, which is also Capricorn energy. Oh, yeah, see, here's the thing, guys. So with the World in reverse, I'm getting this frustration because it's like, you want things the way you want them, but you can't always have them the way you want them, right? It's like sometimes there needs to be some things that happen first for you to have certain things or certain desires fulfilled. I'm also getting this like really irritable energy of things that are already past, but didn't go the way you wanted. I feel like it's related to this. And in doing so, you're holding on to it. You're not really letting it go. Yeah, this is definitely past. This is past. Something was really disappointing. Something was really disappointing. You might even feel like you lost a wish fulfillment. Some of you guys, the things that you've lost, whether you've allowed them to feel whether you've allowed yourself to feel them or not, they're coming up right now because it's taking up space in your life. It's taking up space in your mind, your heart, your energy, things you haven't let go of that were really disappointing that you lost out on, because at the end of the day, it's something that you really desire, or you still desire, okay? And you want it. You want it, you want them, you want whatever it is, okay, that's been lost. But keep in mind, for some of you, it might be something or a person that you actually do have to let go of, that you do actually have to let go of. Like, some of you might be stuck on the, but I wanted this, I wanted this, I wanted this, when really you might actually want something else right now, but you're just holding on to that timeline, those old events, that person, that thing, okay? So again, time to reevaluate, which is what I was already getting. Reevaluate what you actually want, what you're holding on to, and if what you're holding on to is something you actually need. If what you're holding on to is something that's actually going to serve you or not serve you, okay? So some of you need to clean up what it is you're actually holding on to and craving. And some of you need to let go of like the image of what it was supposed to be. Because some of you, it's something that you still want for a reason that will actually bring good things in your life, but maybe it has to transpire in your life in a different way. Like maybe it was a relationship, doing a total generic example. Maybe it was a relationship, but maybe it needs to be with someone else. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it was a marriage, but maybe you ain't supposed to be married to that person. Just an example. For some of you, it's the actual thing itself you need to let go of, because it's not actually going to bring you happiness in the way that you think. All right. So again, being realistic about what you actually desire, crave, and want. And if you're holding on to shit, let it go. Evaluate if you need to let it go. Any other messages for the collective regarding this energy shift? Be in your bubble. Sorry, this is like something else that's coming up. Be in your bubble until you like do your reevaluation here, right? Reevaluating your desires, making them realistic, letting go of ones that really aren't really in your highest good versus, okay, that is my highest good, it just has to look differently or be with someone else, etc. While you're doing that evaluation, be away from people for a little bit to do that. It's just gonna be easier for you to do if you're in your own energy. You don't have other people bombarding you energetically. I'm starting to pick up on like other people. I'm starting to pick up on your environment, the external. Any other messages for the collective regarding this energy shift? Okay. Now we have Eight of Swords in reverse, Gemini energy. I like this. This is letting go. This is release of what? Of the things that you were like holding on to. The things that either need to go away because in reality it's not going to bring you the happiness that you think, or you need to let go of how it needs to look or the specifics of it. That thing that you might be wanting might actually bring you exactly what it is that you're seeking as far as happiness and justice and all of that. It might just need to look differently. So there is something about, again, needing to reevaluate. Mercury and Virgo will be great for that. Overall energy, we do have King of Swords. Aquarian energy could also be Gemini or Libra. Ooh, with the Queen of Wands in reverse, Aries could also be fire or water. I just heard air. Yikes. Seven of Swords. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, this doesn't feel good. Aquarian energy. And then we have the Fool in reverse, Aries, could also be Aquarius, because this is a Uranus card. Okay. I feel like this is stuff. Okay, I'm getting all kinds of things. For some of you, this is self-sabotaging. Some of you, this is sabotage you're bringing upon yourself because, again, you're not letting go of the way something needed to be specifically, or you're not letting go of something that actually wasn't going to bring you happiness the way that you thought it was. So holding on to that, letting it take up space is really sabotaging, like, you know, a whole new thing you could have in your life, or sabotaging desires fulfilled, emotions fulfilled, and some of you need to realize that. Okay, so some of you, that's what this energy is about. Others, I'm definitely getting this is like about another person, about something that's been lost, and it feels like someone made a mistake. With the Seven of Swords and the Fool in reverse, that's a mistake. That is a fuck up. It's a fuck up right there. Did you trust the wrong person? I feel like someone messed up. Okay, how do I explain this? Take two people, total example. Take two people. One person did the other person wrong and it was a mistake, but the real mistake was that the other person trusted them. You understand what I'm saying? I feel like someone's gaining clarity on another person. I feel like someone's getting clarity on another person and the mistake that they made. But it's like, oh, maybe I just shouldn't have trusted them in the first place. Queen of Wands in reverse is an energy of like, it can be a very selfish energy. It can be someone who's also not very confident, short-tempered, acts impulsively. Yeah, they're the ones who made a mistake. Male or female doesn't matter, but someone's gaining clarity on another individual. But the real mistake is like, I just shouldn't have jumped in with them, or I just shouldn't have dealt with them, or I shouldn't be holding on to them. All right, but keep in mind, I'm still getting that other scenario of self-sabotage. Self-sabotage because you're not letting go of the thing that was, that really isn't going to bring you happiness the way you think, or how something needs to look. Queen of Wands can also be a card of image. How something needs to look because the way that you thought it needed to look wasn't the ideal for you. You just don't realize it. Wow. Okay. Let's go ahead and break some of this down. A lot of messages here. Let's look at the Nine of Cups in reverse. Let's look at this disappointment. It might be a little repetitive, but something's telling me that it's important to look at that card. Oh, it's hot in here. My air conditioner broke, so I've got a fan on. Trying not to die of oversweating. Anyway, enough about me. I'm gonna use Gilded for this one. Time with the Nine of Cups in reverse, please, for the collective for Mercury into Virgo. I heard makes sense. I don't know if some of you guys are like saying that. Makes sense, makes sense. Oh man. Time with the Nine of Cups in reverse. Time with the Nine of Cups in reverse. Time of the Nine of Cups in reverse. I'm hearing all kinds of things now. I want what brings me balance, is what I just heard. I think some guys are just thinking this, not to be all up in your heads. Two of Wands in reverse, Aries energy is the first clarification. Remember, I'm clarifying the Nine of Cups in reverse. Yeah, so stuck. This disappointment is getting you guys kind of stuck, or you've been in a rut coming up to this period of time, okay? Again, it's something that's been lost that you're holding on to, that you need to let go of, or you need to reevaluate what it needs to look like. Because again, there's something about it where you're not seeing it clearly. For some of you, this disappointment was basically the action of someone else, and you're gaining a lot of insight on that individual and also the role you played in it. Like if they fucked up, they fucked up. But sometimes it does take two to tango. So for some of you, you're just realizing like you really just need to let this person go, or just see this person for who they are. So I'm with the Nine of Cups in reverse, but yeah, with this disappointment, it just is an energy of being stuck. Time with the Nine of Cups in reverse. Some of you guys feel like you took a wrong turn. Okay, yeah, there's a lot of evaluation going on in this time period. Ace of Pentacles with the Knight of Wands in reverse. Sag energy, could also be Aries or Leo with the Page of Cups. Yeah, I just got this energy of wrong turn with this energy too. Oh God, I release it, guys, release it. I just like, oh, release it. Careful with Mercury and Virgo energy, okay? My God, slow down the messages, please. Slow down the messages. So many messages came in all at once. Okay, sorry, not to go off tangent for a second. They just brought up taxes. Anyway, if your 8th house is ruled by Virgo, or if you have a lot of if your 8th house is ruled by Virgo, your personal 8th house, or you have a lot of Virgo, I guess that would be the same thing. I was about to say Virgo placements in 8th house, that's the same thing. It's a good time to get a jump on taxes. Like, okay, fine, I'll tell them. Anyway, coming back to this. Some of you feel like you took a wrong turn, and some of you it's because of this person who did something to you. Some of you feel like you were delayed or thrown off track, and you're kind of irritated and a little, I'm gonna be honest, a little bitter, getting a little bit of a bitter energy with that. Just let go of it, just release it to get out of this rut, okay? It's not a wrong turn. I keep hearing wrong turn, wrong turn, wrong turn. It's not a wrong turn, guys. This is the journey. Decisions we make, consequences of those decisions, the emotions of those consequences, that is the journey. You're not taking wrong turns. Are you taking harder turns? Sure. Are you taking more difficult paths? Sure. It's not a wrong turn because you make your incarnation whatever it is you want to be. Yeah, we sign up for stuff ahead of time, but you make of it what you make of it. It's not a wrong turn. But anyway, let's get back to this energy. So the Ace of Pentacles, the Knight of Wands in reverse, and the Page of Cups. Yeah, again, I'm just getting something about this, like unable to let go of behavior, unable to let go of a fuck up. Like I just keep getting that. And like unable to let it go, unable to let it go, unable to let it go. Don't overanalyze. That's what I was gonna say. Mercury and Virgo energy can make you overanalyze like crazy if you're not careful. So that's like the shadowy energy of it. I'm also getting energy of standards. Hold on a sec. Sorry, a lot of messages. Just hang in there with me. What is this about standards? Somebody's not flexible in their standards and expectations. Please take this as it resonates, but I am getting that a little bit. I feel like someone has really high standards for themselves, but they impose that on other people without realizing it. And that's definitely caused some conflict, and now it's causing a rep because someone's disappointed something didn't happen a certain way. It's like it is a little bit perfectionistic. I don't think there's anything I can hear you guys. I'm like, that's just Virgo energy. It doesn't have to do with Virgo. I feel like it's just someone's pathology. Maybe they're a Virgo. I don't know. Yeah, and it's led to disappointment and a rut, an energy of a rut. Anyway, God, can we move on? So, with this Ace of Pentacles, Knight of Wands in reverse, and the Page of Cups. With the Ace of Pentacles, I am getting stability. I'm getting like stability, balanced, being grounded. Knight of Wands in reverse is a very like volatile, violent. And when I say violent, I don't mean like punching in the face. It's like violent is just a characteristic of energy. It's violent, it's chaotic, right? Unpredictable. It's the frustration. This longing for balance, consistency, stability, this longing for that. For some it is financial, but I just feel like it's longing for that consistent stability and being really freaking frustrated that it's eluding you. Again, don't let frustration creep in. This is the time to make it happen, right? Page of Cups is also having a renewed perspective, being really honest with yourself or being honest with someone else on how to make it happen. Again, making this realistic, making this practical on how to make this happen for yourself. This feels very like solo energy, which makes sense because it's Virgo, so it's Hermit. Let's keep going. Time with the Nine of Cups in reverse. Time with the Nine of Cups in reverse, please. Time with the Nine of Cups in reverse. They're yelling Saturn at me. They're yelling Saturn at me. So Saturn's not just restriction and discipline. It's like I call it the master maker. It's to help you grow and to learn. This was what feels like there's a lot of lessons wrapped up in here that can be learned just about how to bring in your own happiness, right? How to bring in your own stability, how to do it for yourself, how to do it for yourself very specifically. And there's the Page of Swords I was picking up on, a lot of pages. Page of Wands and the Page of Swords energy. With Five of Pentacles, Taurus, and Seven of Cups in reverse, Scorpionic energy here. Yeah, see, that's that suspect energy I was getting. So sitting in this rut, trying to figure out and be really honest with yourself on how to get what it is you want in a very practical, feasible, realistic way, right? And in doing this, you're evaluating yourself, people you've dealt with, how they fucked up and how maybe you fucked up, what you need to let go of, what you need to hold on to, but just not be attached to how it needs to look, all of that stuff. Now let's get into this energy. With this Page of Wands, some of you, this is a person just talking to you, and it's like as they're talking to you, there's like a lot of ideas being discussed or exchanged. Some of you, it's your own inspiration. For some reason, you're suspect. You're really suspect. Especially that Five of Pentacles and Seven Cups in reverse. It's like, again, you're trying to be very realistic because you don't want to end up in a bad spot because you were too fantastical, or you just kind of like let your ideas run away with you, or even like just let other people's ideas run away with you. I'm just getting that you're very suspect, evaluating up and down, like really trying to, again, gauge what you should trust. Gauge what you should trust, gauge what you should run away with, and gauge what's realistic, okay? So suspect isn't necessarily bad, but that's definitely you guys as the Page of Swords. Overall, we do the Six of Swords in reverse, Aquarian energy, and then we have, ooh, Hierophant in reverse, Taurian energy. Yeah. Ten of Cups in reverse, Pisces. So some of you, the thing that was lost was a relationship or a marriage. Some of you, it definitely was. And again, it's created this like rut energy or feeling stuck, and there's just like frustration building here. Some of you feel like it was a wrong turn. Again, no wrong turns. You turned. Maybe it just wasn't the easiest turn, and you're having a hard time letting go of that. Some of you feel like happiness just eludes you. And I was also getting that already. And it's because there's like this lack of connection with being practical and realistic, but also being connected to your higher self and understanding what is truly in your best interest, not just what feels good. Right? Things can feel good and not be good for us. Things can feel good and be toxic, right? Like Venus devil energy. Or things can feel good and be very divine, like what? Like Empress, High Priestess, Sun energy, right? But that's just more of that red energy of happiness eluding you, or actually losing something, or even losing a marriage or a relationship, okay? Again, also you're growing from this because you're realizing how you could do things differently. All very practical, all feels really good. Let's move on. So again, you still want what you want. You want happiness. You want stability. Again, all in the practical sense. Some of you need to let something go or a person go in order to really pursue what is actually good for you and actually makes you happy and actually feels good, like all the above. Some of you just need to reevaluate what it needs to look like, and it looks like you're doing that with the Eight of Swords in reverse, okay? Where are we at? 26 minutes? Okay. Let's look at the Eight of Swords in reverse, because I feel like that's a really important card, because this is you actually making that, going through those motions of letting go what needs to be let go of, so you can actually recalibrate, be realistic, and move forward with your plans. That's going to bring you passion, happiness, stability, and practicality. All right, but let's look at Eight of Swords in reverse. I'm going to use Tarot Illuminati for this one. Eight of Swords in reverse, please. Find the Eight of Swords in reverse for Mercury and Virgo. Find the Eight of Swords in reverse for Mercury and Virgo. Find the Eight of Swords in reverse for Mercury and Virgo. And then we'll go ahead and do advice for the elements. Find the Eight of Swords in reverse. Oh, yeah. Tower, Mars energy, so Aries, Scorpio with the Chariot in reverse, Cancerian energy. Yeah, whatever this disappointment was, whatever this loss was, whether it was a relationship, some of it was truly a relationship, or you just feel like happiness keeps eluding you no matter what. It's like it caused you to stop, or it caused a lack of inspiration and passion, like just a feeling of like, I can't win. I can't win. Just a feeling like that. That's what you're releasing. Tell me about the Eight of Swords in reverse, please. Yeah, please get rid of the I can'ts. That's not gonna help you manifest anything. Get rid of the I can'ts. Tell me about the Eight of Swords in reverse. I can'ts will just reiterate, yeah, you can't. I can'ts will just keep you stuck. Tell me about the Eight of Swords in reverse. Okay. Now we have the Two of Wands, Aries energy, and then we have, Eight of Wands in reverse, Sag energy. Eight of Wands in reverse is my block card, delayed progress, delayed success. It could even be miscommunication. God, yeah, I'm just getting a block, man. Again, the pursuit of stability, the pursuit of what it is you want, your desires, the things that you're passionate for. Again, this period of time is about making them realistic, and in making them realistic, you're gonna have to reevaluate some things, how you look at things. You're gonna have to let some stuff go. Okay, so there's a lot going on in this little time period here. But the Two of Wands, I like the Two of Wands here because this is you looking forward, even if you got to pivot. Remember I was saying some of you guys feel like you took a wrong turn? It's almost like you're pivoting back to get away from the block. There's a Six of Wands energy here, which can lead to victory and success. You're moving away from the block by letting go of whatever that tower is that led to this disappointment and feeling like you're in a rut. Okay, some of you guys are going to realize and just have an epiphany of what that actually is. Many of the facets I've already discussed. Letting it go, reevaluating how it looks, etc., etc., etc. But you're going to look forward. Let's see what else is down here. Turn over the Eight of Swords in reverse, please. Turn over the Eight of Swords in reverse. Whew. Yeah, Empress in reverse. Venusian, so Libra, Taurus, also divine feminine energy for me as a reader with the Star in reverse. Aquarian energy. This is part of your rut. This is part of the block that you are getting away from. Okay? You are going to get away from it because you're releasing whatever it is you need to release. A perspective, an actual person, a relationship, a loss, releasing an old paradigm, whatever it is you got to release that's created this block in the first place and put you in this rut, release it, learn from it, grow from it. But yeah, that's a fat block, okay? That's a lot of lack of faith. That's a lot of like pessimistic energy. Again, I'm just getting rut. Very, very stagnant energy, almost like you've hit the wall on being able to even expand or grow at all. Very stifling energy, very frustrating energy, but you're moving away from that in this time period if, again, you can learn to let go whatever this disappointment is in the first place. Overall energy, we have strength, Leo energy, Ten of Cups in reverse, Pisces, Sun in reverse, Leo. So I like that the strength card is here because this is basically you like admitting that you're not happy, admitting that you feel like happiness eludes you, that you can never win. Hold on. Some of you, it's blaming the external, a little bit of victimization going on there. Everyone screws me over. They are the ones that fucked up. They're the ones that fucked up. A relationship falling apart, whatever it is, whatever it is. The strength card is basically saying that not only are you facing that, but accepting that it doesn't have to be that way. You're also accepting that there's something that you need to change, let go of, let die or close out, in order to get what it is you want. You're taking control of the situation. You're basically taking control of the rut by being realistic and being honest with yourself. The Ten of Cups in reverse and Sun in reverse, that's a lot of unhappiness. That's a lot. I'm just getting a lot of disappointment, but you don't have to be disappointed. Just change the circumstances, change the perspective. Like literally that's all you have to do. Like if you guys are ever in a rut, just in general, just change the circumstances. You're in a rut because this didn't work out. You're in a rut because your environment. You're in a rut because your work. You're in a rut because you can't just stop thinking about this thing. Change the thing. Change the environment. Change the job. And do it practically. That's a big lesson coming out of this energy. If you pursue it, like if you run with this energy and use it to your benefit. There are a lot of people who won't. There are a lot of people who will just sit in their rut and be frustrated. And let their mind run away with them in a negative way. Or, where'd that Page of Cups go? You can just be honest with yourself about it. Okay? Wow, lot of information, but it looks like it's going to a really good place. All right? Now, let's get advice for the elements. Where are we at? 33 minutes? Okay, I should have time to do all of them without having to do a second recording. On my phone, it only does like 40 some minutes. Hold on. Okay. All right. Fire, air, water, earth. For those who are new, I use the Spirit Animal deck for advice for the elements for each energy shift. Fire, water, earth, air. Who's going first? Fire. Fire, you're going first. So Aries, Sag, and Leo. Any advice for my fire signs regarding this spread and this energy shift? I feel like you guys are having a hard time sitting still. I'm just getting this really restless energy off of you. I think you guys are cleaning a lot. I don't know why I'm getting that, but it's like, I feel like you guys like literally cannot sit still in this energy. I am getting so much like restless, not even anxious, just restless. Like I just have to move. I just have to do something. I got to do something. I just got to do something. Got to do something. Got to do something. Take some time to sit down if you can. That's great energy to have if you can harness it. Just harness it. Harness it. Because it's almost distracting. I feel like this restless energy, I feel like some of you are actually trying to distract yourselves. That's interesting. Any advice for my fire signs? Any advice for my fire signs? Yeah. Dove spirit, be peace. Be peace. Don't be running around like a chicken with your head cut off. Be peace, be peaceful, be calm. 21 breaking down to a 3. This is actually a card of communication, but I really am just getting a like, just calm down sort of energy. Let things come to you. Don't run around trying to make everything happen. Take some time, sit down, breathe it out, relax. You don't have to be everywhere. You don't have to always be doing something. In this energy, that's just what I'm getting with you guys. Like you have to be doing something all the time. You guys are probably having trouble sleeping too. Yeah, try to get your mind quiet and your body quiet. That's weird. That's what they just told me. Get your body quiet. Just get yourself quiet. Get yourself quiet. That's gonna really be beneficial for you guys. Okay, fire signs. Let's see who's next. Earth, air, or water. I feel like air is like withdrawing from me. That's a very weird feeling. Every time like I call on the sign, I'll call on the elements, I can feel how like that energy is reacting to me. It's very hard to explain that. Air withdrew. It's very interesting. Let's see. Earth, air, or water. Earth, air, or water. Oh, I'm sorry, air signs. I guess you guys don't like that I called you out. I felt that reaction. Earth, air, or water. Any advice for my earth, air, or water signs? Who's going next? Water. All right, water, you're going next. I'm getting resentment. Just being honest, water signs. I'm getting some resentment here. Any advice for my water signs? For Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Any advice for my water signs for Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio? That's weird. I'm getting resentment. I'm getting a little bit of seething, okay? I think you guys are also being very quiet. You're not speaking on this resentment or seething energy. You're just sitting with it. You're just sitting with it. Are you sitting in the dark? Or you're just sitting with it? Okay, water signs, release that. Oh, Lordy, please release that. When Mars goes into retrograde and you're holding on to that, that's not going to be good. Just release that. Any advice for my water signs? For Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Water, water. Any advice for my water signs? Do you even know you have resentment? Some of you aren't aware that you're resenting someone or something, but some of you don't realize you're carrying around resentment. That needs to be acknowledged and addressed. Especially if you're not aware of it. You might not be aware of it until you like really sit with yourself or something triggers it like into an explosive action. Anyway, any advice for my water signs, please? Oh my God, this is too funny for all that like resentment I was just feeling. Badger spirit, be fearless and bold, energy of force. Speak up, water signs. Water signs, just speak on what's bothering you. Speak it, like really, like seriously. Speak it and just like, that's how you're gonna let it go, because I feel like you're just holding it. I feel like you're holding it, you're starting to seethe, you're sitting with it, you're letting it kind of fester, water signs. And like, be fearless and bold is basically like, just be courageous enough to speak it and like speak the truth on how you're feeling is really what I'm gathering with that. That's how you're gonna let it go. Even if you just speak it out to the ether, even if you don't speak it to somebody, but that's really what I'm getting with this. It's like, there's also this energy of like, believe you can actually have happiness, believe you can actually have it. I'm getting some of this resentment is actually from feeling like you can never win or feeling like happiness is eluding you. Some of you guys are so resentful about that. You can have it. You can. You just got to believe that you can have it, okay? Interesting. For my water signs. All right, who's left? Earth and air. Earth and air. Who's going for air? I guess you're going last. I can feel you guys like withdrawing from me. That's such a weird energy. Earth signs. Any advice for my earth signs? Sorry, they drew me back to water for a second. Sorry, earth signs. I guess I had more to say. Use that resentment, and some of you it's anger. Use it to be productive. All right. It's kind of like the ninja card in the ancestors, and it's not called a ninja. I call it the ninja. I can't pronounce the actual name. It's in the Angels and Ancestors Oracle deck. It's a card that basically says, like, when bad shit happens or you get angry and resentful, take that energy, harness it. Hold on to it and transmute it, or hold on to it and use it to fuel something or power something up. Okay, so water signs, some of you guys have to do that. Earth, I'm sorry for the interruption. Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. Any advice for my earth signs? Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. I think you guys are actually going to do the best with this energy. Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. Yeah, I feel like, actually, yeah, all of you guys feel really good. I'm trying to tap it individually. All you guys feel really good in this energy. Any advice for earth signs? They're showing me a crown. Why a crown? Like a literal tiara. Okay. Yeah, again, some of you guys just feel really good. I think some of you guys are really feeling on your game in this energy, actually. Any advice for my earth signs? So much so I can't get a card out. Can I get any advice for my earth signs, please, for Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo? Can I get an advice card, please, for Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo? Advice card for my earth signs, thank you. Oh, interesting. Wasp spirit. Sometimes life stings. This is interesting because I don't even feel like you guys feel bad. I think you guys are really letting go of some shit. Especially, it's a cyclical energy, 64. 64 is the 4 working through the 6. Like, that is total harmony. 4 is about stability, foundations, like really strong energy. 6 is harmony and love and memories and soul energy. It's like, yeah, I think you guys are actually coming into a place where you feel really, really stable, very confident in yourselves, but it's because you've really let things go. I feel like you've already done it, to be honest. And for those of you who haven't, I think you're actually gonna have a way easier time. It might be painful, but you are earth signs. It's almost like you're just being mature about whatever it is you're letting go of. You're like, you just make peace with it. Like, you're not being emotionally attached to whatever it is you're letting go of. It's like, oh, that's uncomfortable and that sucks, but it's necessary. It's practical. It's necessary. It's necessary. It's necessary. So it actually feels really good to me. But again, some of you, it might be a hard decision, or it might hurt other people, or it might be hard to do, like logistically it might be hard, especially if you're like getting a divorce or moving out or something like that. But yeah, you're really closing out some big stuff, and I think you're just really looking at it logically and practically, which feels really good. All right, air signs, you can't run away from me. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Yeah. Oh my God, air signs, what's going on with you? This is a very strange energy. I'm not used to feeling with air signs. I actually think you guys are like almost like fetal position. Oh, air signs. Oh, any advice for my air signs, please? Oh, air signs. Yeah, I do feel this major recoil, like very much like feet, like small, like, ooh, not used to feeling that with you. Any advice for my air signs, please? Why are you feeling this way? Any advice for my air signs? I feel like you're not speaking. You're not sharing. Are you a water sign? This to me is more like a water sign energy I'm used to feeling. There, it's definitely air. I think you guys feel very chaotic internally. You guys feel very chaotic. Some of you, okay, so air signs, some of you, I feel like you thought you had A to Z planned or A to Z figured out, and universe surprised you and you didn't. I don't know, some of you are having a really hard time with that. Accepting that. Some of you definitely have issues of relinquishing control of the universe and just letting things be. which is interesting because I feel like air signs would do that best, but it's like there's a mind factor, a mental factor of control. Like, well, I thought of all the possibilities, so I can't be surprised. But that's a sense of control. Any advice for my air signs? Any advice? Okay, I like this for you. Rabbit spirit, now is a lucky time. 49 breaking down to a 4. You guys just don't realize it. That's okay. I'm glad this card came out for you guys because I can feel you recoiling like you're not looking. You're recoiling, your fetal positioning energetically. You might not actually be in these positions. Energetically, it's like, and there's a lot of chaos internally, but it's distracting you. You're not really seeing what's in front of you. You're not seeing the possibilities of what's coming out of what you've been dealing with or your current situation or what you've lost even. That your fortune's actually favoring you. Fortune is coming in. You just don't see it. You really don't see it. You need to believe that it's coming in here, air signs, because like there's something that has crippled you emotionally or mentally, or it's like it's just left you in a place of feeling very overwhelmed, feeling like you're really out of control. But what's really happening is like the universe is trying to bring something into you and trying to get on your side here, especially with 49. Again, that's the energy of 4, that's stability. The 9 working through the 4, completions. So I do think that something has closed out for you, air signs, or you've lost something. It definitely feels like something's left your life or someone's left your life. And it's really either blindsided you or confused you or overwhelmed you, and you don't see this energy is around you or trying to come in. So you just got to believe that this is here. This is very fertile, like Wheel of Fortune, Empress energy, okay? This is like big shit's coming, manifestations coming. You just got to see it and believe it, okay? All right, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I hope it helped you guys out a lot. Don't forget to check out Vimeo and Patreon, and I will see you guys very soon. Have a good night, guys. Namaste.